Ma'am, shall I start now?
Yeah, please start.
Okay, ma'am. Sharing my screen. Ma'am, I can't share my screen.
Sakshi, make him a co-host.
Ma'am, actually, I think there's some issue. I'm unable to make him the co-host.
Nitesh, you can start. You can share
Yes.
this.
Ma'am, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
So, today I am the Minister of Defense. I Nitesh Kumar Parida with my along with two junior ministers, Smith and Snehal Prasad, are going to present the budget. First of all, we are going to discuss what is the need of our ministry in the country. We agree that there are many schemes has been introduced by the government, such as Agniveer, Atmanirbhar Bharat in defense, but it is also needed to protect our people's territory, value, and interest at homes and overseas through strong armed forces in the partnership with allies to ensure our security, support our national interest, and safeguard our prosperity. But now, other countries such as China, Pakistan, America, they are much more powerful in different sector as compared to our state. So we need to improve our level and by which our defense sector will be very much powerful and no one can easily defeat us. So I with my along with two junior ministers have decided a budget of the year 2022 3 to 2024. So we are going to announce the budget. So we need a budget of 4.5 lakh crore. In this amount of money, we are going to develop the northwestern, north and northeastern part of our country because they are the most harmed areas where the army are getting decreased. The number of people are getting decreased and they are dying. So we have to first increase that state, that areas such that our defense will be very much powerful because our most enemy country lies in that area where China and Pakistan. So to save from the continuous attack, we have thought of new ideas of new schemes by which our armies will be very much supplied with the so with this by this scheme our army will be very much supplied with the things that they need. So first of all, the first scheme will be told by my junior minister Sneha Prasad.
I will take on from here. The first scheme we'll introduce is Har Ghar Aircraft Builder Scheme. Under this scheme, any person who is graduated in the science or the commerce sector will get a chance of designing an aircraft in which 10 people from every state will be chosen as a team, and their idea will be combined and used to form a powerful aircraft. And we need 1.6 lakh crores for this. The second scheme will be Borders with Telecommunication Scheme. Under this scheme, border roads will be constructed for proper transportation and towers will be established and repaired at the borders for proper sharing of the information needed during the various attacks we go through to the headquarters and camps. For this, we need a budget of 1.4 lakh crores. Hereby, this budget, camps will also be formed with reserved explosives in it. And this will very much help the soldiers and the defense and the army for the better defense.
Only 1 minute left.
Is Ashmit there? I think our third member is not here yet. Diptesh, would you like to continue on from here?
Yes, I would like to continue. So buying various explosives and weapons from different countries. So in this process, we will be buying some new weapons and explosives from different countries. That's Russia now, which is India is now presently doing, and we have to improve that importing stage. So in this process, the explosive and the guns that will be means taken or buy from different countries, and their ideas how this is made or how the components it is made, this idea will be taken, and by this our country will combine that ideas of various other peoples, as in the previous scheme, in the first scheme it was told Har Ghar aircraft builder. By this new explosives and guns will be combined, and by this new types of guns will be formed, which will be very technologized and very advanced in nature. So this is the
Sorry
statistic.
for interrupting. Thank you. Your time is over. What count in life if not the mere fact that we have lived? It is what difference we have made to the life of the other that will determine the significance of the life we all have led. With this, I would like to call upon the opposition to ask the questions, Ananya Singh and the team, to kindly come upon and present your questions.
Please stop sharing your screen.
Yes.
My question to you is that that under Atmanirbhar Bharat, we are already making the aircrafts and we are trying to make further weapons. So how can you initiate that?
Yes,
can
the
you repeat it?
question is not complete.
We didn't get the last part. Can you please repeat it? Can I request you to please repeat the question again?
I think there's some network issue over her side. She'll be joining back.
Is it all right if I can ask a question? I'm from the Ministry of Consumer Affairs.
Yes, yes.
You had stated in your presentation earlier that India has many strong oppositions like China, America, and Pakistan. But it is, and you said that these nations are stronger than our country. But I'd like to tell you that Pakistan is not at all strong than India. India has almost twice the number of fighter aircrafts, thrice the helicopters, and twice the tanks, and almost twice the submarines. So how can you say that Pakistan is stronger?
Yes. I would like to say, first of all, yes, Atal Bihari Vajpayee during that time, the America called to Atal Bihari Vajpayee, and what did he say? You do know? He said that if Pakistan wants, he can put a nuclear bomb on India, in which one part of India will be damaged, and India has 32 nuclear bomb till now, but Pakistan has twice of it. Pakistan is very much powerful than India. इंडिया के पास छोटा मोटा वेपन
Can I
बहुत सारे हैं,
comment?
पर न्यूक्लियर बॉम्ब चाहे पाकिस्तान के पास बहुत सारे हैं.
Pakistan just claims to have nuclear bombs. They actually, in theory, and it is like now USA are not an ally of Pakistan but an ally of India, and USA deemed this theory completely wrong that Pakistan have more nuclear bombs than India. So yeah,
No, Pakistan has more nuclear bomb than India.
if they are stronger, then why can't they take Kashmir?
And this data is during the Atal Bihari Vajpayee when he was the Prime Minister of India.
Atal Bihari Vajpayee was Prime Minister 20 years ago. Now it is 20 years past.
Now
And if Pakistan is stronger, then why don't they attack on Kashmir?
They have I would like to say one thing. why India आज तक POK ऑक्यूपाई क्यों नहीं कर पाया? क्योंकि इंडिया जानता है, इंडिया का चाहेगा 2 दिन में ऑक्यूपाई कर लेगा, पर न्यूक्लियर बॉम्ब के कारण अभी तक POK ऑक्यूपाई नहीं किया गया है. ये तो टिल नाउ PM नरेंद्र मोदी would have occupied POK.
It is not about the POK. It is because अगर वो POK occupy करने की try करें and India is between two of their enemies, so India will be forked from 2 different sides, and one more like Russia would be keen to help. So there is no point in starting a war for
No,
such a small area.
POK is India's part. So India must try, but due to some nuclear attacks or any other small strategies that is present in India, but there is large strategies in the same condition with the Pakistan. So India is not trying to occupy the POK. That's why till now also POK is not being occupied. And now also some terrorist activities are also going on in Kashmir also. It's because of this Pakistan. Pakistan thinks that it is very much powerful than India, and it is also real. Not very much, but it is powerful than India. We have to claim it. So for this, we have to increase our strategy by increasing and by doing and making a world-class aircraft in which this aircraft will not be present in with any other country. If we want, we can also become very much powerful than Russia also. For that, we need these all schemes to be implemented in our country.
Well, I do agree, but do you know the Indian aircraft Tejas? How much budget are you going to spend on it?
Sorry for interrupting. If you are asking the question, it would be great if you switch on your camera.
Okay. Yeah, so how much budget do you plan on spending for the Tejas aircrafts?
Yes, till now, 1.6 lakh crore has been invested by the India. Till now has been invested for making 100 of aircrafts, but we are applying this much of amount for making a combined features of aircraft which has not been built ever in any country of the world.
Okay.
Ananya, are you there back in the meeting?
I think there's no electricity at her place, so she won't be able to join. Anybody else has any question, they can ask. Then we'll
I
go
have
with
a
that.
question. I have a question that you have included everything starting from the military helicopters and the aircraft. You have included everything in your budget. But one thing which I found missing is the healthcare and the facilities you should have been invested to provide to the families of the army personnel. Don't you think the budget of those facilities should have been a bit more? Because it's not only the soldier who is fighting on the
and-
borders, but the families who are living away from them for years and for months and spending their time without their father, without their husband. They also need certain kind of facilities, and it's not a lust. It is something which as a token of respect should be given to their families. So
It is
don't
in the agreement, it has already been given. In the agreement, our government has already been given. So we don't think that that sector must be concentrated. We are thinking that why to be there of the armies. We are thinking that the army must not be there, and with proper and well farmed, they must fight with the enemy country and must win our country.
though I'm not satisfied with the answer, but still. Anybody else?
Excuse me, I have a question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Like as you said that you would be having a scheme based on which you will be selecting 10 people who are graduates from each of the state. But my question is that what would be the selection process, and how you are going to select? What are the stages involved? Like, is there any specification on that? And also, like, is there any bench or committee I'm going to make who is going to review the suggestions, or like, what are the steps? Can you like give us just something
Yes.
details about it?
First of all, the people who are graduated, one website will be there, like Agniveer only, one organization. That organization will be taking in that the people can inform their um designings of the aircraft there, and from each state, 10 people will be selected, and whose aircraft designing is very much best in the top level. So they will be taken in the basement in the Uttarakhand, and there they will be with the organization, and there will be trained, and their new aircraft will be formed with a combined form, which will be very much powerful in nature, I think.
So when are we expected to have the finished aircraft ready?
Finished aircraft, if we want it, and expected is 1.5 years. If this scheme is implemented, after that 1.5 years, everything will be done, and India can stand in its own hand and own leg as the most powerful country in the world.
Okay.
Or do you mean that like it takes around 1 year, something around to make a
What?
aircraft? So like
You didn't repeat,
uh,
please?
so like you mean to say that in 1.5 years after this scheme is passed, this 1.5 years, under 1.5 years, you will be able to make a full fledged like working aircraft. So my question is that does it take, like if it takes around 7 to 8 months for making an aircraft, so do you think that in just 1.5 years means 8 months you can make you can do the selection process, like from just from the like the people should have time to research and then give ideas?
No,
What's your
no.
take on that?
Okay. For making the aircraft, it will take 1 year, and for making and for designing, it will take 4 months only. In 1 month, all selection process will be done. 4 months is enough for giving them the trainings, and 1 year is very much enough for guiding them and making up the aircrafts.
So
My question,
what will the quantity of the aircrafts? I'm sorry.
Yes,
100.
like this seems like a fantasy, like you're adding things, not adding actually. It's I don't know the behind the story, but you're telling the things right now, but these things weren't clear. The amount of the aircraft you're going to build, the time taking in your presentation. So is it planned or you're just giving it just some figures and no one is there to check it out? Is it something
No,
like
it
that?
is already planned.
Thank you.
well,
Actually,
like in the budget, you were continuously talking about making India independent with every passing day, but still India, out of the 100%, 80% of the armed forces equipment, even the air force equipments which are being owned by India, they are from the Russian origin, and the rest
Yes,
20.
they are. They are. The thing.
What's your take? Let me complete my question. What's the take of the Defense Ministry on that? How India will become more independent, though it is occupying the most important thing, the fighter jets, the Tejas, and all from the different countries, rather than making them in their own. What's your take
See,
on that?
see.
can I correct you for a second? Yeah,
Sure.
only Tejas is being made in India, and MiG-29s are
I
being
yeah,
imported
I
from
got it.
Russia,
I
while
realized it.
Rafale are. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was saying that though India is, importing the 80%, only Tejas is made. I missed the word only. Only Tejas is made in India. So what's the take of the Defense Ministry on this big issue? Because coming from 80, you cannot take it to 50 in just 1 year. How will you tackle that particular issue?
See,
And importing, let me remind you,
India.
the cost of importing is too high. It's too damn high that we can make the same thing in India in half price.
Yes, see. Everything needs some practice. So for that, now we are importing all things, and after implementation of my scheme, that the importing guns, explosive and all, that will be copied. Their components, their making style will be copied, and with the ideas of the people who are selected as Har Ghar aircraft.
Okay,
carrier, they will also
let's end this discussion here because time is over. Okay, Sakshi, just be